Hello, everybody. Mike Fink here from Picks and Parlays, Winners and Winers, Stat Salt. You can find all my betting stuff there. Cover the NHL and the AHL, as probably some of you know. And let's dive into some of my favorite bets from the upcoming slate of games, which is February 27th. Tomorrow, there's only 4 games. But before I dive into that, I'd like to remind everyone that, first of all, you can find all my picks on Picks and Parlays at Winners and Winers or Stat Salt. I upload them every day. You can find them all there. And I'm running a hat trick all access pass for only $39 for a limited time. Every hockey play from me for 3 full days, including my top rated best bets, are just $39. So check that out there, and recommend getting some picks from me because been doing pretty good with those actually recently. So check all that out, and make sure to check out all the great work at wagertalk.com and picks and parlays and winners, all the sites there. There's only 4 games tomorrow, so it's not a lot of action, but let's there's some stuff we can find there that is interesting, and I think some bets that are worth monitoring, worth keeping in mind. The first one I like is the Sabres play the Panthers, and the Sabres are underdogs on the road against the Panthers. This is an interesting one. I like the Sabres here as the money line. I like their money line odds. They're a team that you're getting good. This is a team that's obviously had a good finish to the first half. I think people are expecting them to regress to the mean, the Panthers to make that playoff push. So there's a little bit of that that people are keeping in mind. But I like the Sabres here. You're getting good odds. You're around plus 110, plus 115, that range for them. And you're getting them against the Panthers team that's playing the second of a back to back. Always keep those in mind. I always like those type of bets. You're getting a good team there, the Sabres, and you're getting them as underdogs on. I know they're on the road, but it's a good bet there. The other bet there in that game I like to monitor is the over. I believe the line is 6.5. Some places will be 6, but it's around 6.5 in most books. Make sure to, by the way, check out your different sports books for different odds. If you like searching around for a good line, sometimes you can get them at 6 or 5.5. It's better to bet the over there. I'll stay at 6.5 and bet the over on this one. Both teams average over 3 goals per game. They both have great offenses. The Panthers ran up the score just recently against the Maple Leafs. They scored 5 goals actually against the Maple Leafs. So their offense is starting to find its footing there. They're playing second of back to back. Usually those games the defense isn't as good. So I like the over there as well, the 6.5 over. Speaking of overs, the other bet I like here on this slate is the Capitals and Golden Knights, the over 5.5 on that one. And I know that people are expecting this to be a good defensive game. The Capitals have a good defense, and they just are coming off a game where they only allowed 1 goal against the Philadelphia Flyers. They only allowed 2.7 goals per game. A lot of people are leaning towards their defense. Their goaltending is great. All that is a good reason to bet the under. At the same time, both these teams have great offenses. Vegas has struggled defensively, actually. They've not been that good. And Aiden Hill is their projected starter for this game, has not played well in the net. So this is a good bet for the over. It's a 5.5 over under on most books. So you can get a good line here on a lower total. Bet the over. It's going to get you. You're probably going to get a few goals late that is going to allow you to cover that total. So I like that one there as well. And when you look at the Wild, the Mammoth, that's the other game there. That's one that you kind of want to back away from because you're not early. This is one that you don't know yet what you're getting from these teams. So sometimes you have to know when to hold and when to walk away. The Wild and the Mammoth are one of those, but one bet that I would lean towards on this one is the Wild. I know they're playing a second of a back to back, but the Wild money line here, which I believe is even odds. Some places will have them as underdogs actually against the Mammoth. We're a team that's on the rise that have played well. But the Wild, obviously, are one of the best teams in the Central Division in the NHL. The question you have here is: are some of their star players who played in the Olympics, are they tired? Are they fatigued? Are they going to hit a wall here in this second of a back-to-back game against the Utah team that does not have that issue, does not have the obstacle in front of them? But otherwise, I like the Wild here, and that's one bet I would circle here just in that game. Otherwise, these are the type of games early on, especially after the break, by the way, that you just want to monitor to see what's going on, some trends around the league. Maybe we're going to see a lot more defensive games, maybe a lot of more high scoring games. But overall, you just want to kind of monitor. And that actually leads to the last game on the schedule, which is the Jets versus the Ducks, which I wouldn't touch this one at all. I would just walk away from it. I don't want any type of bet. There's just too much unpredictability with this one. A few players are injured from both teams here that leave you wondering what kind of game we're going to get, because the Jets are missing players like Josh Morrissey. He's out. You're talking about with the Ducks, they don't Leo Carlson's still not there. So you really don't know what you're going to get here. And with both these teams are coming back from the break, they're really going to find their footing here. So I would just step aside from that one. That's all I got for today. Make sure to check out all of my picks on picksandparlays.net and Wade. You can check them out at Winners and Winers and Stat Salt. And also make sure to check out the great work at wagertalk.com, which you can find a lot of great betting insights there, and not just hockey, but sports. All the sports are around there. So check out all that stuff as well. And I'll keep doing this. We'll see how this goes, but this was fun. So let's hope these bets hit, and we'll be back tomorrow, which probably be a bit busier because there's a lot more games.